Good afternoon, evening to you. Rose here. So tonight I'm reacting to a live stream that Foodie did last night called Dinner. And Foodie was in, excuse me, so sorry. Let me just get my coffee here. One moment. Ooh, that coffee's hot. I didn't let it cool down. So she did a stream last night called Dinner. So I wanted to react to it and include some stuff that I found on Twitter last night as well as today. So Foodie's been in a mood. We all know that. What's new? Foodie's always in a mood these days. And she was going off about various things. Also, one of Foodie's supporters, Aisha, did a live stream last night. Unfortunately, the live stream that Aisha did is now private, so I can't show it or play it here, although there are very short clips of the Aisha live stream on Twitter. Want to go over that too. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. So we're going to Twitter first. Chantal's live stream React is next. So there's my Twitter for anybody who wants to know what my Twitter is. It's Wild Girl Sarah. If you're on Twitter, you can add me on Twitter if you'd like. I certainly welcome that. So this tweet is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, Aisha and Amy's life journey voice comparison. I can see how people see the similarities, but I don't know if it's the same person or not. So I'm going to play the clip for you guys, and you guys can have your opinion. Do you think that Aisha perhaps might be Amy's life journey? Let's play the clip and find out.
I do not leave net salsa.
By the way, the part that you're hearing right now is Aisha. When Aisha streamed last night, she did with a black screen, so you couldn't see her face. You just heard her voice. So the first voice you're hearing is Aisha. The next is Amy's life journey.
In my car, we have a severe nut allergy in this house.
See if I can get her name, or make sure that it's the name that I thought I had, which it was. So I call back the store, and this gentleman answers, and I said, yeah, I was calling to see if I could talk to a manager. And he's like, well, that's me. I'm the store manager.
So I listened to this clip, and I listened to other clips of Aisha talking. And now that the two voices have been put side by side, although I can't confirm it 100%, there's really no 100% way to know unless I saw Aisha's face, is it does sound like Aisha might be Amy's life journey. And if it is Amy's life journey, if it is Amy, it would explain why Aisha did not go on camera last night, why she chose to just talk with a black screen. Amy's life journey was yeeted from YouTube because of her content and what she was doing with her kids. So she's no longer allowed back on YouTube. So if she's playing Aisha and supporting Chantal, it would make sense there was a black screen. Do I think that they're the same person? This is my opinion. I think it is. I really think it is. And another thing that, just a personal note from me. So I found it funny that Aisha, like when I listened to the clips, there were some clips where she sounded very Southern, and then other clips where her Southern accent would not be as strong. It just seemed like her accent would disappear at times, which I find very suspicious. I come from a Southern family. My grandmother is from Kentucky. My grandfather from Tennessee. So I do come from a Southern family. And if you have a Southern accent, it's always going to stick with you no matter what. So Aisha, her accent coming and going, it just seems really weird. That's just a personal note from me. So Rocky Go-Abouts says, Foodie Beauty, you literally told people you were at your mom's and you gave the address ordering food from your mom's. You put a video out of your Kia on YouTube yesterday and invited people to the villa to take free stuff. You are problematic. P says, Chantal wants to rent a hotel instead of staying with her mom because she doesn't feel safe with people knowing where she is. But her address has been known for years, and she's even inviting people to meet her for a sale. So I do find that weird. That for someone like Foodie saying that she doesn't feel safe, saying that she's concerned about her privacy, many times, many times in the past, she did not care about her privacy. She'd be driving all over Ottawa and perhaps Cornwall or even Montreal, live streaming herself, showing buildings, showing monuments, showing streets, even having her GPS on to say exactly where she was at. Also, at her time at the villa, she invited people to send her stuff. Anybody who was a VIB or a viewer that wanted to send her stuff through Amazon could do it. So they knew exactly where she was. And now all of a sudden, she's concerned about her safety when all this time she was so non-concerned that she told people where she was at. She showed people where she was at. Chantal, no one is going to come and hurt you. No one's going to come and catch a case for you. You're not worth it. No one's going to do something physical to you. If you want to rent a hotel room, it's not because you don't feel safe. It's because if you're trying to stay with mom, your schedule and her schedule are completely different. You are a person that you like to sleep all day, be up all night. If there are people in mom's house that have to work, that's just not going to work. That is not going to work. I also think if you're going to rent a hotel room, it's because you want to bees and you can't do that at mom's house. You don't have a private space to bees and perhaps do your party favors. You need a private space for that. This is from Milk Tea. Milk Tea says she doesn't think it's a good idea to stay at her mom's and will pay for a hotel she can't afford. That sounds like she's been told she can't stay. That wouldn't surprise me, Milk Tea. If mom and perhaps the stepdad said, I'm sorry, you can't stay here. If she's problematic, if she's messy, if she's filthy, if she's loud, yeah, she would not make a good house guest. I don't think Foodie paying for a hotel is something that she wants to do. And if you want my honest opinion, I don't think she's going to do it. She's over there talking about being low on money. So even if she gets her YouTube paycheck, which is on the 21st, does she want to pay for a hotel room for the next, say, week or 2 weeks? That can get awfully expensive. She's going to be paying over $1,000 just for a room. I think she's going to be staying at the villa. If she's got the option to stay at the villa for free, she's not going to be paying for a room. Or if she does, it's not going to be for that long. She's going to try to cut corners any way she can. She's going to be going to the villa. That way she can live stream, do what she wants. She can bees. So, like, if you're a person with money problems, why would you pay for a hotel room? That makes no sense. Okay, this is a palette cleanser. This is from Nature. What a beautiful picture. What an absolutely beautiful picture. That's heavenly. I want to be there. Okay. This is from Indy. According to Kiwi Farms, that Cash App is connected to USA and UK only too. Yeah, so Allah, who is the former friend of Salah, he posted us something saying, I will go live only to tell you what the maiming, I don't know what kind of word he was trying to say here, to the Mezjar marriage, and also what kind of the big company and how the owner can open branches. Okay, don't miss this strong live. So yeah, I find that curious, Allah. Cash App is a UK US thing, and sir, you're in the Kuwait. How does that work? Do you have an account in the States? How would that work for you? I also find it curious, Allah, that you have said that you are well with money, you're very responsible with money, you're making enough money, and yet you were urging people to send money so that your wife could come to the States. If you're a man of money, why couldn't you pay that yourself? I got questions. Okay, I got questions. Chantal's deleted comment says, first, she slips and says she called the animal hospital. Then slips and says it's an end of life appointment. Then slips and says they questioned her about BBJ's age and were shocked to find out she was 21. Oh, you meant 20? Another slip. So it's not the same vet because this wouldn't be news. So Chantal, she just can't stick to the same story. And she wonders why people go to the reaction channels, because people are looking for the truth in all this madness, and they're not going to get it from Chantal. She keeps flipping the story around. First, BBJ is 19, then she's 20, then she's 21. Chantal, we know what you're up to. We know what you've been up to. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I think, in my opinion, that you left poor BBJ at the villa with no food because you were trying to create an emergency situation. So when you took her to the vet, it would look like she was more sickly than what she was, and they would put her down. But all of that got messed up when people in the community, a nice person who heard about BBJ not having food, they actually Instacarted food to the villa. And now because they did, and everybody knows there's food there, you have to show yourself feeding her. So you're trying to spin this narrative, oh, look at me, I'm a caring pet parent. You tried to say that the food that you had for BBJ was in a drawer. Oh, really? Where's it at? Where is it at? And why couldn't Pete find the food? And where is this other food? Why is BBJ being fed the food that the person sent? If there's other food, right? Like, where's it at? I'd like to see it. You were over there trying to create a medical emergency. So when you took her to the vet would say, yes, you're right, she's sickly, she needs to be put down. In your current live, which I'm going to review, BBJ is eating just fine. She's not turning away from the food. She's not acting like she doesn't want to eat. She does want to eat. She's got a healthy appetite. If the animal is eating and they're eating fine, that means they're doing well enough that they're not on death's bed. You wish that she was, but she's not. She's fighting for her life over there. And I really hope that somebody takes BBJ and takes care of her. And since you're so determined to end her life, let me speak in a language that you can understand. Since you're over there and you need money, obviously you need money because you're talking about selling things in your house, selling your car, which you can't do because you don't own the car. You don't get the pink slip unless you outright own the car. You owe thousands of dollars on your car. You can't sell the car. If you want to get to Kuwait faster, and if you want to have money in pocket, do the smart thing and sell BBJ to, say, French Fry Girl or someone, because a couple of people have offered thousands of dollars for BBJ. Let them have the cat. You get money in hand, you can go to Kuwait, and even if those people who get the cat make a video, and even if it's a bit damning with what's wrong with her, it won't be as bad as if you take her to the vet and put her down. I promise you. If she's been neglected, there's going to be some backlash for that, but there's going to be even more if you put her down unnecessarily. And everybody knows it's unnecessary because she's eating fine, she's moving around. She deserves a second chance. She deserves it. Stop being so stupid and trying to cover up your dirt. If you put her down because you're trying to cover up the dirt of how neglectful you've been, all you're doing is digging yourself a hole. Hear me? I'm just talking some sense here. Give her the second chance she desires. She's fighting for her life over there. She's eating and she's still kicking it. Give her to another person, sell her to another person. And even if there is neglect, of which I think there is, At least you'll be alive and you will not get the backlash of putting her down when you don't have to. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got a palate cleanser. Love is amazing video says love is love. Oh, look. Moms are all the same. Mom's like, you're not going up that tree. And the baby loving all over mother. Okay, now this will really warm your heart. So I saw an update on this person. This rescuer rescued the cats. And I just found out, remember what I said yesterday in my other react? I'm like, it's a wrap. Just take the cat home. He belongs to you now. The guy actually did. The guy actually adopted the cat. I think that's amazing. Amazing. I told you, cats, you don't choose cats, they choose you. Another palate cleanser. Look at these stingrays. They're surfing. Surf's up. That's from Fascinating. The stingrays are riding the wave. Look, they're like, we're in the pipe, man. Let's go. Another palate cleanser from nature. Oh, see, here's the update. Here's the cat with the guy who rescued him, and here's the cat now. I think that's amazing. That is so amazing. I told you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay, here we go. This is from Meandering Thoughts and Miss Anthropope saying this clip about BBJ is from January 2021, a year ago. She was supposed to take her back in 46 weeks to have her nails done again, and then 3 months for further blood work because thyroid numbers were elevated. So let's play the clip really quickly.
Abby, so the vet called. I always get such nice vets for BBJ. And said, basically, like she had geriatric blood work the last time I was there. And so she was like really surprised for like her age, how good her blood work was. Like she was surprised. She's like, so, but she wants me to like, I still have her gabapentin. So hi, Karen. Yes, I missed you, Bam. How you been? What was I saying? Well, her weight, like the doctor would like her to. I said that since she's had her like nails done in her checkup, like she's actually like put a bit of weight on. Like her nails were growing. Like Sam's nails are fine, but BBJ like will not let me cut her nails, and she's like stresses too much, and her nails grow quicker, and like she doesn't scratch as much as Sam, so like her nails were growing quicker, and they were like starting to grow under. So I felt really bad about that. But like since her paws got taken care of and everything, like she's been eating better, and like so
I'm not an expert with cats. But the nails growing up under the foot pads, I find that unusual. I've had many cats over the years. But my cats have always had something to scratch on, carpet, whatever. That never happened to them. I don't know why it's happening to poor BBJ. Like, what is going on that her nails grow that long? And does she have no scratching post? Does she have nowhere that she can, use her claws? Or is she having trouble with her feet?
I scheduled another appointment in like a month and a half, and she has to get her nails done again there. They want to see her again. And then I'm going to repeat the blood work in like 3 months or so. It's BBJ, but I call her BBJ lately just because of a joke. But
so that was a year ago. And it's not like you've never had the money to take her or the time. It's just that you spending money on your cats, it has nothing to do with your personal pleasure or your personal indulgence, and that's why you've never done it, because it doesn't pertain directly to you. If it pertains directly to you, you'll get it done. But if you have to spend money on something connected to you, but it's not about your personal pleasure or happiness, you want nothing to do with it. So you know what, Chantal, you should have properly rehomed the cats long before now. Way back when you were with Natter, when your focus started to go off on men and drugs, that's when it should have happened. I don't know why you waited so long. Except maybe you have this mindset of, I don't want it, but I don't want anybody else to have it either. And that attitude is very apparent in the fact that FFG offered to take BBJ, offered $4,000. You need money to go back to Kuwait, you're broke, and still, with you being in debt the way that you are, and needing money and wanting to get back there as quickly as possible to lock down Salah, you won't take her up on her offer. You know, the level of spite that you have is incredible. You'll spite a person or a group of people to the point of denying your own pets care. I'm sorry, I can't relate. Let's see here. Oh, this has to do with Salah and Murad. Foodie Beauty, those that have tried to buy perfumes from Salah in their site, it brings you to a Cash App via Murad. It looks like this. When you check out, it doesn't ask you for any payment, your address, or anything else you normally do when paying for something. So this whole perfume business that Murad and Salah are doing, it looks so much like a scam. And it looks like this perfume company is piggybacking off of a well-known company. Like it's weird. It's so scammy, so incredibly scammy. Okay, now this is funny. Foodie Beauty, this is from bottom 90% of YouTube. Foodie Beauty sustaining a whole country with her BS. Here's Chantal. You got Aisha, Salah, Murad, Didi, Missy Moo, Pete, Roman, Natter, and Allah. Yeah, she's got a whole team of people that she's in charge of and that she's supporting. Goodness gracious. Tofu says, okay, my last theory of the night, Amy Ramadan and Aisha sound just alike. Until Aisha does a face reveal, I'm 100% convinced. Too many similarities. I actually agree with you, Tofu. I actually agree with you. Okay, so that's it for Twitter. Let's go over here to Chantal's live stream. Oops, I have to switch the screen. Let me switch it out. There we go. Before we get into Foodie, though, let's go to some of the comments because she actually turned the comments on for this one. Not Sunshine Country Chicken says, give the starving cat more food than half a can. Stop trying to make her look sick for the vet. Yeah, so at the beginning of the video, Foodie tries to play like the good cat mama, and she doesn't give BBJ much food. Chantal, why are you trying to ration the food? Why are you giving her half a can? Especially with her being underweight. Give her more food. Give the baby as much as she wants to eat. If you're trying to create a situation where the vet says, oh, she's sickly, she's underweight, she's weak. If you're trying to create that just to have an excuse to put her down, look, save yourself the headache, save yourself the backlash, and give her to somebody who will take care of her. BBJ is a fighter. And despite everything you've done, she's still kicking it. Give her the second chance she deserves, okay? And stop with all that nonsense of giving her half a can of food. Somebody Instacarted over some food. Give her a whole doggone can. Angela says, hey, Chantal, please don't go to Kuwait. I have a bad feeling. I think you need to stay in Canada and take care of yourself and take care of your finances and love to BBJ. You know, she could stay in Kuwait. She could stay in Canada and fix all of her problems. She could easily do that. But she's the kind of person, she runs from her problems. She's all about escapism. And I just have a feeling that her plan is to go to Kuwait and stay there permanently. She thinks that by going to Kuwait, she's running from the trustee. She's running from her debt, that if she's in another country, they can't get to her legally. And also the bonus of that is she gets to be with Sala and keep an eye on him. But as I've said, Foodie, if a man wants to step out and be with a woman, he's going to do it. He'll find a time, a place, a person. He'll make it happen. Even if all he can do is go to a gas station and do the dirty in the gas station bathroom, he will. There's no way to truly stop a person from doing what they want to do. So thinking that you just being there is he's going to be in complete control, you're not. So that's some of the comments. So let's get into the actual live stream, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let's do this.
Sorry, I'm acting weird. This is where I put the bread, and I cleaned the counter, did dishes, and made dinner. And all the dishes are clean. See? Wow. Now,
you know, it's really weird to me, Chantal, that I'm an adult and you're an adult. Do you know what I did today? I did laundry. I'm still doing laundry. I did dishes. I swept. I fed the pets. Fed my roommate's pets. I did a lot of things today. I've cleaned my room. Do I expect praise for any of that? No, it's just stuff that you do when you're an adult. And I don't make it into content. It's just, it is what it is. Adulting, it is what it is. But you, because it's so unusual for you, you want praise every time you do just simple adulting.
this is what I'm having for dinner. Yeah, thank you. The floor too, even. I mean, I did sweep it and everything. But we have to take the garbage out and do the litter and put those boxes. I know. It's not perfect, but it's getting there, okay? It's getting there. BBJ is eating her she loves Whiskas, so whoever bought it for her. These are all clean dishes. They're getting given away. So I'm just taking them out to organize them for whoever gets.
Now, you see the way the cat is eating. If the cat were truly sick, if she were on death's door, she would not be eating that way. She had trouble eating. Look at this poor baby. She's eating. She's hungry. And why is there like half a can of food on that plate, Foodie? Put the whole doggone can down for her. Fill up her tummy. It's not like she's an overweight cat. Give her all the doggone food. Stop being so stingy.
She's been eating very well. This is her second portion. And she had some crunchies, and that's her glass of water because sometimes she gets bored of the dishes, the bowls. So I have to change. I don't know. I've had her for like 20.
You know, it's making my heart feel good knowing that BBJ is eating this way. We could see her eating. I'm loving that. I'm loving the fact that that baby's eating.
Years, so I just know when she gets bored of her drinking dish. So I always give her Diego. Hi, Aisha. By the way, I can't wait for your live stream at 10:30. Great job. Thanks, baby. Don't worry, I'll be back to being a housewife.
You know, let me go off for a minute. Y'all see the comment in the chat? This one, Diego. Diego saying, OMG, just get rid of her already. What do you say to that? There are people in Chantal's chat that love BBJ, and then there are jerks like Diego making comments like that. I wish that Chantal would rehome BBJ properly. It would do her a world of good. I'm glad that Sam is in another place away from Chantal. I'm sure at this very moment, he's living his best life. He's in a clean house with somebody that will feed him more, perhaps even take him to the vet. That's what I want for both cats. They deserve it. I want both cats to be in a better place. And then if Chantal wants to run off to Kuwait and be with Salah and live her fabulous life, then she can. I think that if there is karma sometimes before it really gets to work on somebody, it will wait until the good and the innocent are out of the firing range before they go to work on you. And I think that might be the case with Chantal. You know, karma is just holding back until the only thing around her, which is good and innocent, which is the cats, they're out of harm's way. Then it can do whatever it wants to her.
Wife over there soon. And I'll make you this. This is easy. This is an easy dish for everybody. Okay, let me tell you quickly what's in it. By the way, I don't have any makeup on, so I look weird and tired. Productive day.
You know, that looks like a whole lot of rice. It looks like too much rice. Like 1 cup of rice would be enough. What do you need all those carbs for, Foodie? You're not a lumberjack. You're not a construction worker. You're no one where you are burning thousands of calories a day with hard labor. Why do you need all that rice? Do you not understand how this works? Calories in, calories out, calories burned. You don't burn calories. You sit on your butt all day. You don't need that much rice.
Yeah, actually, you know, like I didn't do it perfect, but tomorrow I'll try again. Aisha's channel is just Aisha. Check my community tab. Yeah, community tab post. I think it's the most recent one, is it? Anyway, it's her channel link is there with the stream link. That live stream won't be popcorn. No, we're blocking people. No, just be nice and kind. You're naturally beautiful. Thank you, Mimi. Are you Meme or Mimi? Mimi. BBJ's last meal. So this is okay. All right.
What is that mess? I gotta say it. What is that mess? It just looks like a whole lot of rice. Is there meat in there? I don't see much protein. I see a whole big thing of rice.
1 pound of cubed chicken breast or thigh. And then what else was there? Did I tell you this? Tell me if this is a rerun. Hi, Stan. That's what my grandma always used to say. Is this a rerun? It always was, but I always said no. Don't want to make her feel bad. Allah posted his Cash App on his community post. I don't know. Guess you're not ballin'. Don't you love that Tupac song? I would share the definition of ballin'.
Please do not disrespect Tupac. He had talent. He's a very talented, smart man. You're not talented. Don't bring up Tupac.
A few white folks, but nah. It's just, and then the beat drops. Let the beat drop. Sorry. No dancing. Oh, should I have lettuce and cheese with it or nah? Look at this lettuce. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a bouquet. No, I'm kidding. Look at this, guys. Hi, Mishimu. This is really pretty lettuce. I'm going to make a really good salad with that.
What's the point of a salad if you're going to fill up on carbs? You get a whole plate of carbs you're about to eat. By the time you're done eating that, you're not going to think about salad.
Don't let it go rotten. Out of goodwill, stop it. There's nothing.
So I got a question for Allah. Allah, you are someone that you own businesses, correct? To the point where you were driving around in your car one day, sir, and you were showing off all your rings and saying, I'm not doing this for money. So why are you posting your Cash App? Like I'm just noticing that it's not just Chantal that's on stage of the Chantal show. It seems like all of the side characters are getting on stage too. Like all of the side plot characters, they all want to be main stage with her. Like Roman, S-Jam, like everybody's hopping out of the woodwork. Can I just say as a reactor, we got our hands full with Chantal. All of you side plot characters, unless you've got serious real tea with receipts, please go back to the side of the stage. Go behind the curtain. We got enough with this one.
Wrong with Okay. Hold on a second. I need something sour and tart. What you do is you dice 1 medium onion. chat, please. $5 gets you the real story.
And that's another thing about Allah. If he's not doing this for the money, if money is not that important, why is Allah posting his Cash App and saying, I'll drop the tea only if you pay for it? If it's not about money, if money's not that important, if you are doing well where you are, why are you putting a price on the receipts?
Oh, what the?
See, that's another thing. So, Foodie, you talked about you're not going to take BBJ to the vet until after payday, which is on the 21st. Today is the 17th. I'm not a vet. I can't check out BBJ. She may have some issues. That's true. But she's healthy enough that she's eating, she's drinking, she's jumping on top of things. So I'm sure that whatever issues she may have, they're treatable. Maybe not 100% treatable. Maybe some of them might be able to be managed. But if she's eating and she's drinking and she's jumping on top of things, she's got some health in her still.
What the heck? What did you just do that for? Legit.
Because she wants to show people, look, if I end up at the vets and my owner tries to euthanize me, it's not because I'm sick. That's why.
Oh my God. The Nescafe is not your treats, by the way. No. With the 2023 card and the diamond rings begging for money. Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you got nerve, Chantal, sitting there with a big old plate of rice and chicken in front of you, and you have the nerve to give that baby half a can of food. How is it you can be so overfed and your pets are so underfed? Why are you so stingy with food when it comes to your pets?
Any prospects for BBJ? Yeah.
There's lots of prospects. Viewers have come forward and said, hey, we'll take the cat, no questions asked. Reactors have come forward saying, I'll even pay for the pets. There are organizations that specialize in taking senior cats. There's plenty of options to give her another life. And if you're planning a new life in Kuwait, then do what's right and give her the chance that she deserves.
I have a vet appointment, and then there's some prospects. But I'll tell you more about it whenever it's like more definitive, like where she's going. When I called to make the appointment, the girl, she's like, blah, 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 veterinary hospital. And I was like, yes, I'd like to make an appointment for my cat, please. All right, which one? They just have a way of knowing who's calling. I think it's because they have caller ID. Lettuce boat, yummy. Like when your phone number is registered with them, they probably have a system where the secretary, like a computer system where it brings your number up in your file. We have that where I used to work for cell phones. And the arms of an angel. Aww. Okay, that's not even what I was going to talk about. Anyway, the girl, I was like, she's like, how old is your cat? It was the appointment I made was an not end of life. Sorry, that's a slip. Quality of life.
That wasn't a slip. Chantal is trying so hard to avoid backlash. She already got in trouble with rehoming Sam. 1,200 people unsubscribed from her to the point where, and we were watching this in real time on Malarkey Meter's channel when she was doing like a live version of her sub count going up and down. We saw the sub count go down and then go back up. and then go down and go back up. Chantal was buying subs. Although, if she's buying subs, those bought subs are not going to translate to actual live views or super chats or membership signups, because Chantal's sub count, it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing for her. So she just kept buying subs, and we all saw her do it. But she lost 1,200 people from her channel. And so she knows something happens to BBJ, it's going to happen again. And right now she needs all the money she can put in pocket. She's in debt. She's got to go to Kuwait. So she's trying to be careful with what she says to people. You know, she slips up too much, she knows she's going to lose more people. If she's got an appointment for BBJ to have her put down, she doesn't want to say it. She's going to switch her language to quality of life appointment versus ending her life appointment. You're an evil person, Foodie, but I hope that you listen to me right now. I'm not just a reactor, I'm a person, I'm a human. Listen to me. I'm going to talk to you in a language I know you can understand. You're all about money, right? You're all about making sure that your money stays in place so you can live and go support Salah. Sell her or give her to someone who will take care of her. And even if your neglect with her gets exposed in a video, the backlash from that will be far less than if you outright put her down. If you have her put down, you're digging yourself a hole. Be smart. Take someone up on their offer. Sell the cat to that person. You get money in hand. You can go to Kuwait faster. And BBJ can have her life. And you can have yours. Okay?
Discussion. Because she's like, how old's your cat? I'm like 21 or 20. Like when I got her, she was like 1 to 2 years. And then she's like, whenever I said, as soon as I said 20, she's like, holy. She's like, my cat's 16 and I'm starting to look for, you know, I'm nervous about signs of decline in my cat. Exactly, Buppy. There's so many streams you guys can be dramatic on.
Chew your food, Chantal. Good Lord. Just shoveling it in.
Okay. I don't need views, Veronica.
You're a liar. You need views. You need money. You need it badly.
Salah's up late because of me. Like, his time, because of the time difference, Ash. So.
By the way, Chantal, just to let you know, and I know that I promised my viewers that I'm going to do a tarot reading soon. I did one for a few people today, just privately, just because I was in the mood. I did a couple of readings. One on you, one on Salah, and one on your relationship. The one on you, the one that I did, you've got all these pictures in your head of what you think things with Salah are going to be. Like you think that that's going to be, you know, happily ever after. It's not. It absolutely isn't. Because the reading that I did on Mr. Salah, you're just a stepping stone for him. He's got help right now from someone. He's not the mastermind behind it. He's not the brain. Somebody else is. Somebody his age. They're in cahoots together. And Salah, his ultimate goal is to travel the world and do things, but not with you. He's got you on the hook, and he's going to put you on the hook and keep you there so that he can go run off and be a world traveler. You will not be part of these plans. You're running to Kuwait thinking you're going to have a happy life with Salah, but Salah's goal is to not end up with you, to be on his own without you. Just wanted to let you know.
That's exactly what they call it when I took my girl after her stumbling around, and then they told me if she was kidney failure. Oh, she was.
And by the way, the judgment card came up again and the justice card. So this thing with waiting until a certain time for the marriage to be legal, I'm not so sure that's going to turn out the way you think it is.
21. Yeah, sometimes she stumbles. I changed my sleeping system for my baby. Mm-hmm. Shukana baby. Time difference. Okay, so I wanted to talk about something. That I want to, like I said, I want to talk about it.
Okay, so this comment from Piss and Vinegar says, I'm glad you bring this up. For everyone insisting that BBJ stay alive, what about the quality of life living on meds, pain? It's so unnatural, selfish. The thing is, Vinegar, I'm not a vet and you're not a vet. And only a vet can check out BBJ, give her blood test, do a complete full checkup. Only they would know 100% for sure what's wrong with her and what's not wrong with her. She may have serious health problems, she may not. What's wrong with her might be something simple that with medication would clear up or be managed, and she wouldn't be in that much pain. So I can't judge what's going on with her. Neither can Chantal, neither can you. Only a vet would know.
Because sorry, I'm eating. I think people should be aware of it. Like, it's really dangerous behavior and it's really wrong. Like, so no, this is not a rage, but it's a concern. This is really good. What's not funny? What happened?
Mrs. Reich says they're calling you a killer when the vet won't put a cat down for no reason. It makes no sense. You know what, though, Chantal? Why do we say that? Because Chantal has the attitude of no matter what the vet says, she's going to want the pet put down. Even the vet says, look, there are some issues here, but they can be managed. Chantal just seems to have the attitude looking at BBJ like, why aren't you dead yet? I've got things to do. I've got to go somewhere. Like, that is truly her attitude. There are options, there are organizations, there are people with open arms saying, we can help, we'll take the pets. She's not exploring those options. She's determined to take her to the vet, and we know what's going to happen if she does.
End of the fact, because I have a spy who I have people who alert me of when, not just one, I have people who alert me of when things are dangerous or potentially dangerous, or I should pay attention to them, because when I have as much hate, yes, then Ashika Jamili. Okay, let me get it up. I love that song. Starve the enemies, yes, but this is different. This is not just online hate or criticism or whatever. It's like out of this world, next level, whatever. It's next level stuff, okay? It's criminal. It's like legit. I don't know if it's criminal. To me, it should be. But, all right. Basically, I need hot sauce. I got wind that somebody drove by my mom's house when her car was in the driveway. I noticed not when my car was in the driveway or when I was there, because I would have kicked your butt. But, no, I'm kidding, I wouldn't. No, if they would have got out of the car instead of just cowardly driving by it and taking the picture. Somebody drove by my mom's house when her car was in the driveway and took a picture of it and posted it online on Kiwi Farms.
Okay, so I'm just looking at it from a logical point of view. If you're trying to take a picture of anything and you're driving, wouldn't a picture be blurry? Because if you're in a car and the car is in motion, wouldn't the picture be blurry? I would think so. And you're saying yourself, your words, that you got wind of a picture. That sounds like rumor to me. This sounds like hearsay. You don't have any actual proof, though. If you're accusing somebody of something, don't you need actual proof? Don't you need actual receipts? And if you're accusing somebody of something, you need proof of somebody actually doing something. You can't just point a finger and say, somebody did this. Well, even if somebody did, you got to name the somebody outright. You got to prove that they actually did it. Because somebody is not good enough. Somebody's not good enough. And for the record, like, you can use Google Earth or Google Street. You can look up an address, and with Google Street, it shows you the view of almost like being a car going down the street. You can travel down the streets, like click, 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 showing what's going on around you with that view. Google Earth is the same way. So how do we know that this picture did not come from somebody using Google Earth or Google Street?
Like, ooh, how badass. I mean, it's just so, like, insane. And you know what? That's the day FFG was there.
Okay, so FFG was in Cornwall. That is no proof that she took any picture or she was actually physically there, Chantal. Just because she happened to be in Cornwall, that proves nothing. She was in Cornwall with Shannon, that proves nothing.
Yeah, I love it, Stan. I know I don't seem concerned, but I am. Like, Exactly. Like, I'm not saying it's FFG because I have no proof, but who else?
So you just said, I'm not saying it's her because I have no proof, but because I hate her, I'm still going to point the finger at her.
Goes to place, like, okay, if we look at the track record, she's been places I've been several times. She's been to Cornwall several times. For what? To hang out with my ex-best friend. More creepy behavior.
All that proves is that Frenchie was in Cornwall visiting Shannon. They were hanging out together. They were hanging out together doesn't mean they went by your house or your mother's house. You're trying to tie the two together and you can't. There's no proof.
Who else would do that except for her? Exactly. Come on.
Well, you said yourself you've got haters. With your behavior online, there are people that don't like you. So even though you're trying to pin it on Frenchie, who's to say it wasn't some stranger you don't even know about? Because, you get online and you act the way that you do. There are thousands of people that watch you through your channel, through the reaction channels. It could be anybody, Chantal. But of course, you're trying to pin it on one specific person, again, with no proof.
She was in Cornwall when I was there just a couple days ago. So, who else would it be?
Well, you've come online and you've acted inappropriately. Everybody knows about the way you've been treating your cats. I can only imagine there's a lot of animal lovers, pet lovers, that they are outraged with the way you're treating your pets. So again, it could be anybody. It could be anyone. It could be a pet lover that have watched you, that have taken the picture. You don't know. You're trying to point a finger at somebody with no proof.
Shannon probably sends her pictures of your family all the time. Yeah. Aisha, I thought of that. It's sad I thought of that, but like, so anyway, just to let you know, that's the type of people you're supporting. That whole community, another example of how they're super toxic. But you're here criticizing me, actually harassing me to the bone and my family now because you think I'm vile. No. No.
Here we go. Veronica Lodge says apparently the image is from Google Earth, Chantal. There. One of your own VIBs just said it. It's from Google Earth. It's not a picture that was taken by a person driving by in a car, which again makes no sense to me because if you're in a car trying to take a picture, more than likely the picture is going to be blurry because the car is in motion. It's from Google Earth. So you sitting here and saying that somebody took a picture, it's illogical. You're making accusations about a person that are not true.
From Google Earth. Okay. Anyway.
See, this is why, Chantal, it's a good idea that if you are going to accuse somebody of something, that you take a moment and you do your homework, you do your research, and make sure that the things that you're saying are true. Because when other people step forward and say, no, it's not true, you're wrong here, you're not over there looking stupid like you are right now.
Whatever. We'll see. Well,
Tiffany Dawn says FFG did say that Shannon and her daughter went for a ride in FFG's car. Okay, so they went for a ride in her car. How does that correlate to someone taking a picture of the house? It just says that FFG and Shannon and her daughter went for a ride in her car. They could have ridden anywhere. They could have gone any place. It doesn't mean they went riding by a house taking a picture.
Goodbye, Angela. FFG did say that Shannon and her daughter went for a ride in FFG's view. Google Earth is an aerial view, exactly.
Yeah, but there's also Google Street. And I've used it before. Like not too long ago, I was curious about how my old neighborhood looked. So I used Google Street just to see how things look different. You can use Google Street. It will give you like the view of if you're in a car and you could pan the camera around to see, right and left to see what's on either side of the street. There's Google Street as well.
Yeah, you're right. Let me block them. Babe. This isn't reacting. This is a woman who has lost her mind over you. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Bubba loser can go. Hey, Blocks. Shannon knows. Yeah, exactly. She's mentioned she's got your address and she would come over there on other situations. Why not if she's in the area? Oh, yeah, you get on my nerves too. Okay.
Go ahead, Foodie. Keep blocking those VIBs. Every time you do, you're blocking your own money because this is not like an open chat. Everybody who's got their name in green is somebody who paid money. So every time you block a VIB, that's $5 out of your pocket. Can you afford that right now?
Bye. The Google Maps photo of your mom's house has a black car. Oh, really? Somebody just did their research for me. Thank you. So cut it out, can it? It's time to start pressing charges. Well, do you think the cops will do anything? I mean, I can report it.
Yeah, I can just see her walking into a police station. Officer, I want to report someone for taking a picture. what do you do with that?
Her blocking bot.
You know what they're going to say? Do you have definite proof they took this picture? And if she says no, then what are they going to do? And if other people are saying it's from Google Earth or Google Street, then that means you don't have definite proof that that person took the picture.
Oh. Anyway, so that's... There's no way she didn't drive by. Not only does she...
Missy Moo, you need to just go away. Missy Moo says there's no way she didn't drive by. Not only does she have a gang, but she even has the gang leader drive-by mentality. You're making assumptions, Missy. You're making assumptions. With, again, no proof, no receipts. All these accusations, where's the proof? Where's the receipts? It's just words, ma'am. It's just words. Assumptions mean nothing. And accusations mean nothing without proof.
have a gang, but she even has the gang leader drive-by mentality. She legit has adult women acting like teenage girls in high school. Hi, Chris. I want to be in the cool club. I want to be in the cool club. Sarah, Farida, all those idiots. I want to be in the cool club. I want to be. I want recognition. Recognize me. Recognize me. That's exactly what they are. So, and the person who said, "Oh, you mean that picture from years ago?" My mom didn't even have that car years ago. So, no. 5150. She needs to be like told to lay off. But the thing is, it's the internet. It's so hard to control the internet. It's like almost impossible.
But that's the thing, Chantal. It's not for you to control the internet. It's not for you to control other people. It's not for you to sit there and tell people where they can go and what they can do. Your attitude lately is, what is she doing in Cornwall? As if you own Cornwall, as if you own Canada, as if you have the right to tell people where they can travel and what they can do. It's not for you to tell any YouTuber who they can watch, who they can enjoy, who they can support. See, that's your problem. You want to control everybody and everything, and the irony is you can't even control yourself. Your life is completely out of control, hence why your life is a mess. That's why your health is a mess. That's why your finances are a mess. That's why you're working so hard to run as far and as fast as you can out of Canada to get away from all of your problems, because you spent all of your time trying to control other people that are not you.
So, you know, technically, yeah, she's gonna go online and go, "It ain't me." Well, okay, well, I think it was you or Shannon or somebody, because who else would do it? Who else lives close? Who else is a Kiwi Farms stalker? What else? You were in Cornwall when I was.
Here's another person, Sabrina, saying, I just checked Kiwi Farms and it looked like Google Earth, unless I missed something. So that's two VIPs that have said, hey, Foodie, it's from Google Earth. It's not an individual picture that you take on your iPhone or your Samsung phone or whatever. It's Google Earth. That can come from anywhere, from anybody. Anybody can use Google Earth or Google Street. But of course, Foodie is going to try to just point the arrow over at FFG just because she doesn't like her and make accusations.
Like, what more freaking... The first thing they ask criminals when there's a crime, where were you on the night of blah, blah, blah? Let's see. You have 2 hate channels about me. You were in Cornwall, close by. I mean, who else would it be? Give me a break. I never imagined that there's people in the Western world like this limit of haters channels people. I'm telling you, it's shit. Sorry for my language. No people like that in Kuwait. Sorry, it's true. It's not legal. It's not legal. You would be in like jail. I understand there's like laws for some people like that they wouldn't want to live there, but for me in my situation, I definitely prefer it. I'm so depressed here because of like, I don't know, just like people like this. Yeah, that's one reason. Shannon clearly gave her address. The only thing is my address is put like online. Like everything is online. The whole audience knows she would drive by her mom's house. We know. You're right, PNV. And they probably encourage it. They encourage this criminal behavior. So
Not Foodie pointing a finger and accusing somebody of being a criminal when she's done criminal things. She's done criminal things in Canada, and she even did criminal things in Kuwait. Filming inside of a mosque, which in my opinion, no one should ever do. That's a sacred place for prayer. Filming buildings and monuments and people without their consent. Breaking laws every which way over in Kuwait. And it's a miracle she didn't go to jail for that. Breaking laws in Canada, driving while intoxicated, doing distracted driving, taking her hands off the steering wheel while she had a live stream going, one hand on food, one hand on her phone, breaking all kinds of laws over here. Not her accusing somebody else of being a criminal when she's done criminal behavior.
Anyway, I will see what I'm going to do about it.
You're not
Even
going to
if
do
it
nothing.
isn't FFG, she uses her platform to bully and harass you, and she knows her girl gang takes things too far. She's just fueling the toxic, dangerous flame. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what. Of course, Street View and no matter what, this is why I didn't even. I knew this information for a bit, but I was like, should I say something? The answer is always going to be effing no from now on because it's just always something retorting with something. Oh, Google Street View. No, you know it's not. Okay. Coincidentally, that bullfrog is in my town the same time as me. And the next day or whenever, very near that time, a photo goes up of my mom's house. Give me a break, whatever. Oh, I could just blame it on Google Earth, whatever. Like, give me a break. I don't have proof of it, but if you look at the track record.
But you know what? If you go to the cops, you know what the cops are going to ask for? They're going to ask for proof. Before a case can be made, they're going to say, okay, you're trying to start a case. You're accusing somebody of something. Where's your proof? We need proof. They can't just go off your word, especially with your track record, Chantal. I'm sure they have a file on you. All the trouble that you've caused the legal system. All the many times they've been called because of you. They probably have a file a mile long. So if you were to walk into a police station and try to file a charge, they're going to pull up your file and see the fact that you're a troublemaker and you waste everybody's time. They're going to say, where's the proof, Miss Thoreau? We need proof. Before we can approach this person, we need proof. If you ain't got any, nothing's going to happen.
And regardless, even if it wasn't her, whoever did it, it's that whole community is a part of that.
So even if Frenchie didn't do it, but because you want to accuse her of something, you're desperate for her to be guilty. You're saying, oh, it's not her, it's somebody connected to her, therefore she's still guilty, therefore she should still go down. No, that's not how it works. If somebody has done something wrong and it's criminal, then they are responsible, not somebody connected to them on the side, not someone they associate with, not someone they've talked to. That's not how it works, ma'am.
That whole hater nation, girl world, whatever, they're all crazy people like that. Amethyst and Emeralds. Hi. Oh, I hope you enjoyed your vacation. What does Street View matter? It's still some creepy crap to post and say who lives there. Exactly. Exactly. But nah, they're just observers. They just talk crap. They're not dangerous. Zombies following FFG the violently. Like morons. They are, babe. Somebody just sent me a picture proof. Okay. So yeah, Cuba rage. And especially it was aimed at my abusive ex. Sorry.
I think you were both abusive. I think you and Nada were both abusive to each other. I stand by that. I don't think the abuse was just one way. If there was abuse, I think you're both abusive people. You yourself have confessed you have an anger problem. You've also self-confessed that you are verbally abusive, and we've seen proof of that with your own live streams, with the way you talk to your own members. You abuse your power, and you abuse the fact that you have a public forum. You use your channel, your forum, to gather people to you. You manipulate them, you bully them, you intimidate them, you threaten them. You use your community posts to post other people's pictures and make fun of them and bully and harass them too. You even gather people to you that will white knight for you, and they'll do the dirty work on your behalf. Although there's really no serious benefit to them for doing that kind of stuff, but they do it anyway just because they love you. You know, you get other people to do the dirty work just so you can say, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. You should get a t-shirt saying it wasn't me. That should be your new slogan. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I think you're abusive. I think Nader is an abusive person. And if there was ever someone that you were meant for, I would believe it'd be Nader.
Very emotional vulnerability, abuse, and a bottle of liquor don't mix. I learned my lesson. Thank you. Has it happened since? Okay, yeah, one more time after that. But no, I had quit drinking. What else? Again, that was damaging to myself. So things I do damage myself. Yeah.
Let me correct you on something, Foodie. That whole arc with Nader. You're so narcissistic. Oh my God. You're acting like you were the only one going through pain. Do you understand that during that whole period, when you were coming online and talking about your quote unquote abuse, coming online, sharing the details with no problem, which looks funny to me, because real victims of DV and SA can't do that. But every night that you did that, every night that you were coming online saying those things, you were triggering the crap out of people in your audience, or maybe in the audiences of the reactors that maybe they've actually gone through SA and DV. You were making them perhaps even relive the trauma in their head, remember it. I saw many comments on your page of people that were saying like it triggered them. I'm sure you saw those comments too. Did you stop? Did you stop to consider how it was affecting other people? No. You pressed on, and you made a lot of money talking about DV and SA more than once. You made thousands of dollars talking about that stuff on your channel, and essentially walking up to those real victims and survivors of DV and SA, walking up to them and, in a metaphorical sense, opening up their scars, opening up the places in their mind that they're trying to keep closed. You did it so you can connect with those people in your audience and profit off of pain that they've gone through. And they're just trying to push past. You put it in everybody's faces for over a year, and then you brought it back 2 or 3 more times after that because it was profitable. Because you kept making money off of it. You kept re-triggering people, finding new people to re-trigger. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I say that as somebody that actually been through those things. You suck for that. And no matter how many times you get on your platform and you claim to be a real victim, I don't believe you. I think you're a victim for views. I think you're a victim for pay. I think you're a fake, phony victim. Because if you were a real victim and survivor, you would not want to watch your abuser on his channel. You wouldn't care what he was doing. You wouldn't even want to speak his name. You wouldn't want to provoke him. You want nothing to do with him. But you've done those things repeatedly. So you can stop with the fake victimhood. You've been a victim of nothing. As much as you want to be a victim of everything so that nothing is your fault, you're not a victim. Because every circumstance that you were part of, you were a willing participant. You had your own car, you had your own money, you had your own home. Nader didn't even have a car. Every time that you saw him, you had to go to him over and over again. Even when he moved to Montreal, you were making those long trips to go see him. This person that was your abuser, you went to go see him when you didn't have to. So please, miss me with this bullshit of I'm a victim. You were never a victim. You were a willing, eager participant in the game.
Yeah, sure. But I'm not a crazy lunatic like you people on Kiwi farms who endanger the people of lives, bully people, spread negativity, and are basically pieces of crap on this planet. Plain and simple. I'm honestly not even mad. You can post whatever. What does that prove? Ooh, go post pictures. Whatever. Like, oh, give me a break. Trust me. I'm not suffering from this. We LMAO, we have our business since 3 to 4 years ago, and Chantel knows that, and they're saying scam, so funny kids. And where does this rubber band mouth woman, like I say that because she always like, she's like screaming. Her mouth has no boundaries, like a rubber band. Where does she come off? And see, this is another example of why her reactions are damaging. They're defamation. Where did I? Okay, let me show you how this is defamation. You better hope I'm never rich. You better hope I don't get my shit together, FFG.
Well, trust me, you won't. You're too much of a train wreck. You've had no therapy. You've had no counseling. Therefore, you'll always be a train wreck. Always making money off of problems and issues rather than solving them. Because let's be real. Let's just say you did get your life together, Chantal. Let's just say you got a hold of your problem with food and your weight and all of that. If you took all the drama away and all the toxicity, what would be left? Why would people watch you? Why? You hadn't even tried to show anybody anything good. It's always bad. And even now in this live stream, you're doing a live stream. You could talk about whatever you want. You don't have to talk about FFG or what's going on. You could easily just skate past all that and talk about anything. Talk about world events. Talk about things on TV. Talk about movies. Do a positive live stream. Are you doing that? No, you're using FFG for content one more time. That seems to be your content these days. Complaining about FFG and what she's doing.
And become wealthy. I want to watch this a year from now.
You're not going to get wealthy if you've got too many people on your payroll, which you are. You've got too many players in the Chantal play, and you're bankrolling every single one of them. No wonder you need money so bad.
Hope. You better hope, because I can sue the shit out of you. Sorry for my language. All right. Because, for example, her spreading a rumor, let's say that I gave Salah $9,000. What? Where does that information even come from? Where? In her butt, that's where. So then people go and they email my trustee, for example, and cause crap in my real life.
Oh, so sorry about that. You're mad. Chantal. You're the one who opened up your mouth about your bankruptcy. Nobody would have known had you not said anything, but you said something, didn't you? You talked about your bankruptcy hearing. And maybe you're angry because you thought, being the irresponsible person that you are, you were so cocky and so arrogant, and you thought, I can sit there and not pay back my debt and then go to court and have all of it erased yet again. And then when the trustee said, no, ma'am, you got to pay it all back, now you're mad. Well, you wouldn't have had to deal with these problems if A, you had just taken care of your financial responsibilities. There would be no debt. B, if you didn't open your freaking mouth. So you can sit there and get mad at other people, but really the source of the aggravation starts with you, doesn't it?
Like, hello. That's totally an effect of how defamation affects my personal life. So there's so many things. Oh man, I wish, I hope. I hope, inshallah. Was doing a 12-day challenge. What happened to the 12-day challenge? It stopped at day 5. Why? Because you were getting snow. I don't know. I don't even watch her fall. I haven't even been to her channel. I didn't even know she still posted. They're all low down and dirty, but preach morality and standards. Yeah, like that Frida lady, Christian woman who does what she does every day, criticizing other people, and are you kidding? Are you kidding? Look at yourself. Hi, Mr. Moo.
Ma'am, you're supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman who just took her Shahada. Are you praying? No. Are you refraining from using profanity? Absolutely not. Are you still overeating, which is haram? No. So you're criticizing somebody for being a Christian woman, but you're a Muslim woman, reverted, but you're making your own rules as you go.
There's way too much crap about FFG being not normal. No one stalks someone this much. Real people with jobs don't follow others' every move. I hope you can get away from all this negativity. Thank you, Blacks. I can. I mean, at the end of the day, I really just like, obviously I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing and usually pretty happy. So, I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, whatever, it's trivial. Like, I'm not going to let it affect me. It's not going to. Why are they messaging your mom? How do they know her phone number? No, they do on Facebook. They stalk my family's social media. I want pierogies. What do people even know? Why do people even know you have a trustee? Because some weird reaction channel with weird eyebrows went and dug into, even the trustee was weirded out by this. When they went and dug online to find my bankruptcy information and then posted it. It got taken down on her channel because YouTube was like, yeah, that's personal. Yeet. You would think a teacher and someone her age wouldn't have any sense of morality if you're trying to teach people about morality. Anyway, here I am going on my tangents. I'm glad Sam is adjusting well and likes his new fur mama. I will miss seeing the cats. Please continue to give us updates. I will for sure. I miss Sam here too. Like when I'm in the bathroom or something, usually I hear his fat body running towards me. But anyway, let me say, Chantal, I'm so many crap people in the world. I swear, I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, I'll never get that. Adult bullies who have children, I can't understand it. But it's a thing. It's a thing. But still yet I'm mind blown. Hope you're well. Yes, Chantal, please don't let it affect you. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Blacks. Whenever you have a child and you're raising them, do you not, let's say they see somebody in public and they say, oh my gosh, mommy, that woman's fat. I wonder what she smells like. You would correct your child, would you not? Would you not say, no, you would teach them tolerance. You would teach them difference in body sizes. You would teach them morality. Would you?
You know what, Chantal? Let me bring this up. And that is a great thumbnail, by the way. Hold on, y'all. You guys know I love photography, and Chantal's giving me face right now. Oh, girl, you are photogenic. Thank you so much. You're being so generous today with these faces. That's going to make a great thumbnail. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you shaming other women, which you've done plenty of times. You come for other people's looks. You come for people that are older. You're just not nice, okay? You're a bully. Plain and simple. You're a bully, and you use your platform to bully other people. Not too long ago, you posted a picture of Skinny Queen on your community post trying to shame her for her weight and her looks. Even though you're 500 pounds, you are a super morbidly obese woman, and you won't come on camera unless you've got a bazillion filters running. You won't even come on camera your real self. But you've shamed other women. You have talked about their looks. You've talked about their age. You've talked about their weight. You have gone after women who are mothers. You have a special hatred in your heart for women who are mothers. And yet here you are trying to act like holier than thou, which I'm not buying it.
You not? Right? I mean, that's my mom did that to me. I thought of a really funny story, but anyway, but no, it's these parents, these bullies like Farida, like Yaba, like people like that, who bully other people and do the same thing that they would correct their child for doing. These people sit on panels and talk about how fat I am, what I must smell like, blah, blah, blah. But then
Chantal, you talk about how big you are. You yourself have talked about how you smell. Wasn't it you that told us that you smell like barracuda and ricotta, which is not a nice smell? You've talked about how you smell. You showed us a whole aisle of Vagisil products in your purse because of your lack of personal feminine hygiene. You reveled on how gross and vulgar and disgusting and hygienic you are. You brought those topics to the table. You introduced them first, ma'am. Sitting there coming on camera in clothes that you've worn for days and not taken off. Clothes that were stained with food and God knows what else. Wearing wigs on camera that looked unwashed. You chose to come on camera like that. You chose to come on camera half dressed, half nude, sometimes showing us parts of your body that are only meant for OnlyFans. If you had not done these things or said those things, we wouldn't be talking about them, but you introduced them first. And once you do that, once you put a topic on the table, it's there, and it's there forever.
So do you correct your child when they do that to try to teach them better? So then you know what you're doing is wrong. You know you're you're an immoral person. You know you're being an immoral person. You know what I mean? Anyways, enough ranting about it. Hi, Ribby! No, I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm okay. I'm just venting. I'm just giving my side, like, from my perspective.
You know, I'm just going to throw in a thought that's in my head right now. This is just a thought. Let's see if you guys agree. Chantal is not in Kuwait yet to be with Salah, right? So she can't use Salah as eye candy, something to talk about, use him for content. She's in the villa right now, alone. So since she doesn't have Salah next to her, like, she's going to just fall back to talking about FFG. FFG is now her topic of conversation, her content. What do y'all think about that?
How this affects me, because, like, you know, I don't really let it too much, obviously, but don't get it wrong. Like, I'm not really affected. No, I am affected in a lot of ways, actually. Like, but I need to also, like, speak out about it because it's wrong, you know? Farida so rude about the way how she was asking Murad. If you look at the times and the amount of time she dedicates, she's live. When I was working a normal job, this is why I don't have a normal job and do YouTube, because I could not mentally handle that.
Chantal got jokes. She's funny today. I couldn't have a regular job and do YouTube. That's because nobody would ever hire you. You are unemployable. See, the way that most jobs work, if you're someone and you say, I've got a YouTube channel, or you apply for a job, they will ask you if you have any social media accounts because they want to check you out. They want to see what kind of a person you are. Your name is everywhere, and not in a good way, on the internet. If you try to go get a job somewhere, they would just do a search under Foodie Beauty or Chantal Soro and find all kinds of stuff, and that would be that. But let's just say for a moment that that were not the case. You're in bad physical health. You can barely stand for 2 minutes. You couldn't even do a desk job. You've got bad temperament. You're not good with talking to people. You're impatient. You're angry. What kind of a normal job could you have? YouTube is it for you. And that's not really a certain future, is it?
There's no way. There's no way. Like, I tried having a job when I was doing YouTube and it just didn't work out. It's like one or the other. So there's no way you're going to tell me that somebody with her dry ponytail and her crappy Adidas outfit she wears every day is going into a nice dignified office somewhere and then going home, lighting 500 darts and talking crap about somebody. There's no way. There's no way.
You're just big mad that Frenchie has been on YouTube for just half the time that you have, and already she's making more money than you. And she branched out and she made a bunch of different channels. She's doing stuff for herself. She's got a life. You've been on YouTube for 5 years. You have nothing to show for it. You can't even say, I've got a paid off car. You got nothing. What do you have to show for your time on YouTube, Foodie? Your health is really, really bad. You're in debt to the point where you're running to another country to get away from it. You've got nothing to show for. You can even get on YouTube and say, yeah, I act the fool and I've shown parts of my body, but here's why. Look, I got a nice big house paid for. Look, I got a nice car paid for. Look, my pets are taken care of. You can show nothing to justify acting the fool. Nothing. You don't even have a real husband. The one that you have, you're paying for even to this day. And the moment you run out of money, he's going to be gone.
Maybe she works in a garage. I don't know. I'm kidding. No, I mean, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Every time I go live and I talk about her, watch, she'll go live soon. Watch. It'll be soon. Talking about me. Sarah Jane, during that interview, her camera accidentally came on and she was laying in bed. Her head was too. No, I know movie gal. I put it on my community post.
Yep, there you go. She just admitted it. See, I don't bully anybody. They're all a bunch of bullies. Yet she caught the brief moment where Skinny Queen turned on her camera. She snapshotted that and she put it on her community post. She didn't have to. So tell me, y'all, that she's not a bully. She made a point to put that on her community post. Although this one right here, how often did she do streams from her bedroom half dressed and being all kinds of gross and disgusting and surrounded by garbage?
I know it's mean to laugh at like looks and everything, but I was not laughing at her looks. I was posting it to be like, dude, you know?
You were posting it to be spiteful.
You're bullying me on your channel for my weight, but ... The
conversation that was had during that live stream was not about your weight. It wasn't how big or how small you are. Had to do with talking to Murad. Had nothing to do with you that way. So you can't use that as a defense.
To be you. Maybe she's in love with you. Either way, she's obsessed. Ugh. Well, I don't like negative vibes. I know.
You are a negative vibe.
Where did you go, Rebe? She's obsessed with the money. Look, she has 3 channels plus Twitch. She'll use one video and edit one video down. I know. Where exactly? Where does she have time in a job to run 4 hate channels? Like where?
You're so mad. You're so mad. Are you forgetting that you had your main channel? You had the Beezer show, which then you turned into the Sala and Chantal channel and Twitch. And you were so proud of yourself, saying, look at me. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm all over the place. I'm making money, baby. I got all these different things. I got OnlyFans, which would have been fine if you were doing unique content for each of them. Problem is, even with your non-schedule, you can't seem to make content for all the platforms you put up. You'd set up the platform, set up the paywall version, get the subscriptions going, and then there'd be no content. So essentially, you rip people off. Telling people on OnlyFans, oh yeah, I'm going to do exclusive story times and live streams here. Well, gee, that never happened. You would post just enough content on OnlyFans to where they wouldn't take your account. So you're mad at somebody for having different channels and posting content on those channels and keeping them active at the same time that you've made different platforms and you don't bother to keep them active, but you want the subscriptions to stay active. So Frenchie's not ripping people off. You are. But yet you're going to point your finger and, oh, this person's bad when you're the scammer and the grifter.
And like she thinks I'm ever going to just stop giving up on taking her down out of social media. She's wrong. So she's going to have to deal with that for the rest of she's.
You know what, Foodie? Look, you're broke. Broke, let me just correct that. You're not broke. You're worse than broke. You're in debt. Broke means you have no money. Worse than broke is you're in debt. You're way in the red. You're way in the red right now. You're so red that you invented a new shade of red. You don't have the money to take anybody to court, to file a case, nothing. That's why you're running to Kuwait, because you're so in the red. You're trying to get to Kuwait before Salah finds out how in debt you are, how in the red you are. You're trying to get to the one thing that you still have left before he figures out exactly what's going on. You want to get yourself established in his house so that he can't get rid of you. But you know what? All secrets come to light eventually. And you know what's going to happen when he finds out? He's going to leave. He doesn't love you. He doesn't care about you. He cares only what you give him. He's still holding on to that hope that he can get to Canada and go travel. And as my card said, you will not be a part of it. He wants to go do things by himself and be free of you. So know that you're just a stepping stone. The way you were a stepping stone with Natter. You know, some things change and some things stay the same.
She's on borrowed time. So, you know. Mr. Moo, you're a true gentleman, Salah. We know that you will. Do take care of Chantal. You guys are meant for one another. Thank you. Yes. She would be lost. She would have nothing. Nothing. 60 cigarettes. Yeah, babe, honestly, that rumor about the business is so stupid. It doesn't even I had a feeling. I'm like, watch, Murad will come on. And then there will be maybe the next day, but maybe a couple days later, I guess. There will be people making up all these stupid things about him. About it. So, but whatever. Exactly, babe. It's not.
You know what's laughable? When she was with Natter, everybody warned her about Natter. People were coming forward and showing her, look, he's got profiles on Tinder. He's got profiles on different sites. She didn't want to hear it. And she gave up all of her power to be with Natter. All of it. Every single bit of it. She's doing the same thing with Sala. Even though people are coming forward and saying, look, this whole thing with Murad, the company is a scam. They're sucking you into a scam. She don't want to hear it. She hasn't learned her lessons yet. She will, though. Give it time.
It's not their business. No matter what you or Chantal do. Yeah, and I heard your mama say, like, the hate about the cats was never about the cats. And he, like, that nailed it. That was the whole thing right there. It's like anytime someone brings up a valid point, if it goes in my favor, it gets overlooked completely. And there's always an excuse for something. There's always an excuse, you know, and it's so true. What countries do we plan on traveling?
You know, Chantal, you talk a lot about fake outrage. If you take BBJ to the vet and do what I know you're planning to do, regardless of what the vet says, if it happens and people get angry and they leave your channel, try to call it fake outrage then. Because the outrage will not be fake. And the consequences of it will also not be fake. Fake means phony. It means not real. But if you're determined to unalive BBJ, you're going to see real outrage.
I don't know many. You guys should come to it's good for you. I mean, I do. I don't want to tell our private secrets or anything, but yeah, I get massages too. I actually like first time I've been with somebody who, and I love it, who just randomly gives massages or like back rubs. Gave up birthdays for New Year's. Gave up birthdays for New Year's? Really? 49. You can just give up birthdays? Is that a thing? 40 birthdays? Like, how old would you give me if you saw me on the street? Would you give me 40? Would you give me 33? Would you give me 20? No, I'm kidding. Definitely not 20.
You know, Chantal, since you're asking the question, I'm 52. People look at me, they would never guess that I'm 52. Looking at you, it's hard to tell what you actually look like because you never come on camera without your filters. You got the filters on, which smooth out your skin and all that, make you look smaller than what you are. But I've seen the unfiltered pictures, particularly the shot of you in the desert when you were with the camels. You look older than me, like my actual age. So, you know, and if you're in bad health, you're not taking care of your health, your body inside is not healthy. If you keep stuffing yourself full of food and you're not taking care of your inside, the lack of health inside will translate to how you look outside. So there's that.
Still in my 30s. Thanks, Rebe. Yeah, you were surprised about my age, huh? Yeah. I know, you were surprised about my age. Aww. So you think we look around the same age then, baby?
No, you don't. Everybody says it. When you were standing next to Sala, you look like you could be his mom or older aunt or something. You guys don't look the same age.
Have amazing skin, thank you, but not right now. It's like breaking out.
And for the record, I'm just going to say this. I have seen amazing looking people who are older. They're on top of their health. They're doing it. They're doing the damn thing. They look fabulous. Fabulous. Age ain't nothing but a number. Okay. If you're living fabulously, you're taking care of yourself. I have seen some amazing older people. Unfortunately, Chantal is not one of them.
And I know I need collagen. I can just tell by the texture, like how my skin feels.
Instead of collagen, try a bar of soap. Clean out those dirty pores.
Mr. Moo is as old as turn. Have a baby face. Thank you, Tiffany.
She doesn't have a baby face. She's her gaining weight. She's gaining weight in her face, and anybody and everybody can see that. You don't have a baby face.
Verisol collagen. No, you look beautiful, Black's Chaos.
Okay, you know what? We've only got a little bit left of this. I think we'll cut it off here. She did another live stream. I got to take a look at that. So I want to thank everybody for coming here and spending some time with me tonight. Thank you so much for taking your time and being with me. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and please take care. Bye now.